Canada Games Stadium. I'm Anthony Enman.
I'm Dave Monroe.
And here we are. Welcome to our Seawolves Soccer home opener for the men. We are excited to be here this evening. St. Thomas Tommies and ACAA Soccer. I'd like to acknowledge that the land on which we gather is the unceded and unsurrendered traditional territory of the Wolastoqiyik, whose ancestors, along with the Mi'kmaq and Passamaquoddy nations, signed peace and friendship treaties with the British Crown. The St. John campus is located on the Minnequish, now called St. John. Minnequish today is home to many diverse First Nation, Inuit, and Métis people. Our live broadcast is brought to you by ACAA TV, powered by Sports Canada TV. Be sure to subscribe to our Seawolves YouTube channel for all the action this season. And Dave, we're in for a pretty good match.
You betcha, Tony. We didn't expect to be back together this soon. Usually we're locked into some basketball games, but we're getting an early start this year.
It's going to be a fantastic match, the Tommies and the Seawolves. We'd like to take this time to thank our partners, 2022-2023 season partners, the UNB Associated Alumni, One Team Sports Group, Chartwell's UNB St. John, and ACAA TV, powered by Sports Canada TV. Your starting lineup for the Tommies out there on the field: number 1, Luke Ewan; number 2, Nicholas Landry; number 3, Braden Cullen. We have number 6, Josh Oakes; number 7, Mateo Weaves; number 8, Gray Sear; number 14, it's Chidibem Kowalagu; and number 15, Ryan McKinnon; number 18, Elias Stipout; number 17, Brett Springer; and number 21, Samuel, I'm going to get this one wrong, Schweinery? Let's go with that. Schweinery. Excellent. Got it from the boys upstairs. Head coach for the Tommies is Michelle DeCroce, and assistant coaches Vanessa Patterson and Amy Hughes. Starting lineup for the Seawolves, we've got number 8, Tosin Abe; number 10, Griffin Cassidy; number 11, Bijan Hosni; number 12, Aiden Walt; number 14, Toby Obanla; number 15, Aham Schick; number 18, Dylan Warnell; number 20, Shadrach Shoganye; number 22, Stephen Johnson; number 23, Han Lucero Romero; and number 25, Pierre Ikoto Babonde. The Seawolves coached by P.J. Ward. Assistant coach is Justin Leslie. Action started on the pitch. And where are we right now, Dave, in the standings with the Seawolves and the Tommies?
Well, I'll tell you, Tony, the Tommies are undefeated. In fact, they're ranked 6th in the country right now. They're 2-0-1, and the Seawolves are 2-1. So both of these teams are going to be in the hunt for not only a playoff spot, but to do well in the playoffs. And of course the Tommies, they won it all last year, and they're looking to repeat that this year. And Seawolves have a good number of players back who have gained experience from last year, and so I think they're looking to do some damage this year as well. So and I know UKC and Holland College are feeling really good about their teams too. So and of course we haven't seen these other teams, so we can't really comment yet. But it looks like a pretty tight league overall.
Some pretty intense play to kick off the Seawolves home opener here at the Canada Games Stadium between the Tommies and the Seawolves. Tommies with some tight defense. The Seawolves are answering that.
Well, in the women's game, it was a tight game all the way through. 1-0 victory for UNBSJ, in case you missed it. Beautiful night here tonight. The weather really turned for the better right around 5 o'clock, about an hour before kickoff time.
Possession still with the Seawolves. And now over to the Tommies. Beautiful night. Lots of fans out this evening. I don't know, what would your count be? About 500 there?
Well, I would say it's close to that. With it's a big facility. 25 seats, 2,500 people. So there's definitely good support here for the first game of the season. And again, it's a nice night too. That's the thing about soccer. It's an outdoor sport, and it gets a little chilly later in October. So only the hardiest of fans can make it out. But unlike the indoor sports, basketball and volleyball, it's nice and warm.
Possession back to the Seawolves. Hanging around on the Tommies' end. This could be good for the Wolves. They can capitalize. Shadrick throwing in for the Seawolves. That is out. Possession to the Tommies now. For a throw in from number 15, Ryan McKinnon. Some good movement. Some good movement out on the field from both teams. A correction to our intro to the starting lineup. The head coach for the men's team is John Ryan Morrison. Assistant coach is Dylan Hughes and Roy Nugum.
Yep.
Dave, early in the season, but we were here all last season watching the Seawolves and the Tommies play and earn their wares, and you're the national convener for soccer. What are you expecting to see from both the teams this year as we kick off an early 2022-2023 season?
Well, it's the same all the time. If you win the championship the year before, you think you can win it the next year because you won it. So the Tommies, no question, the Tommies have the ultimate confidence that they're going to win the championship again this year. And of course, every other team is trying to take that from them. And Seawolves are one of those teams. Last year, I didn't think the Seawolves had a lot of territorial advantage last year, but I felt like they didn't always score when they needed to score. And so I think it'd be nice to see a little more offense from the Seawolves and establish that offense. And the Tommies, of course, Brett Springer, who was a CCAA All-Canadian last year, ACAA Player of the Year. He's a sniper. He can score goals, and so the Tommies are going to be in every game because he's going to score every game.
Quick movement from the Seawolves here as they bring the ball up. Opportunity to score. Seawolves managing the ball in the Tommies' end. Looks like we've got a call down on the field.
Boisterous crowd here.
They
were vocal in the women's
opener.
game, and they're picking up right where they left off here to start the men's game. We're about 7 minutes in, 38 minutes left in the first half.
And we have a kick here.
Looks like a free kick by, I can't see the number, for the Seawolves.
Taken by number 8. That is Tozan Abe. Ball still hanging around in the Tommies' end. It's now going to be turned over. Down just about 10 minutes of play, and already some intense back and forth between the two teams.
Abe already has a goal and an assist this year for the Seawolves.
Seawolves turn that around from the Tommies. They're keeping the pressure on as they keep the ball in the Tommies' end. Looks like Abe went down. Back up.
No question the Seawolves they need to pay close attention to Brett Springer, ACAA leading scorer last year. Already has 4 goals this year.
Player to watch.
He's a dynamite player. He can and he can thread the needle. He can score goals. Some guys they can just score goals. They're just born to score.
Well,
he's one of those players.
A player like that, you also that's one of the ones you want to watch. But it takes a team effort, right? It's not just the one player.
No, that's right.
Teams got to come together.
That's right. In soccer, they have to be able to get the ball to him, right? And that's the catch. But what a player like that does, it always puts a team on their heels because they have to be watching this player, and they have to be watching this player with more than one player. And so they're always on their heels just a little bit. They're never quite sure when he's going to, spring into action.
Springer putting the pressure on, as well as the Tommies putting the pressure on the Seawolves, and they're in possession of the ball now.
The one thing the Seawolves have going for them, I thought they did it really well last year, and they're doing it again this year, from what I gather, and that is they play good possession. They keep the ball. They don't just give it away. They look to keep that possession and work the ball up the field.
Tommies now with possession as they push it down. They haven't really had a whole lot of opportunity down in the Seawolves' end. That
No.
Seawolves have been putting a good defense on them and keeping the ball up near center field, down in the Tommies' end.
Yeah, it takes a while for the game to get established. We saw it in the women's game.
This could be a dangerous opportunity for the Tommies. Ryan McKinnon again. He's got quite the streak going in this game in the start of the first half.
Yeah, he's a speedster up there too. And again, your point was well taken that Brett Springer needs other players to support him, right? In soccer, especially, it takes more than one player, but
Tossed in. This will be potential opportunity for the Tommies here if they can keep the pressure on, keep the ball in the Seawolves' end.
the Tommies and the Seawolves play a similar game. Like, they both like to play a possession game.
Ryan McKinnon now again with the ball. Tossed in.
Well, that's a good nice step out.
And that
time to get the binoculars out, Tony.
Yeah, that's number 11 who went down, is Bijan Hosseini. But he's back up. A little banged up.
Well, that's the thing about soccer, and that's why early in the season it's difficult really to say who's going to come out emerge as the champion because what happens is as the season goes along, teams get injuries, and you don't know. If you lose a couple of your top players, well, that can take you out of contention, right?
We do have a couple sitting on the bench tonight.
And so that's the part that makes it challenging. You're not quite sure. As long as you can stay away from injuries, you're in good shape.
Tommy's playing a dangerous game in their end right now.
Oh, that's a nice defensive effort there to get back there. And
the Wolves continuing with the pressure, trying to keep the ball in, keep the ball in play. Put it up the field.
Right up over the top of the defender, but that's good defense. That's good defense. Braden Cullen.
Take this quick opportunity to again thank our 2022-2023 season partners, the UNB Associated Alumni One Team Sports Group, Chartwell's, UNB St. John, and ACAA TV, powered by Sports Canada TV. If you're just joining us, it's the Seawolves home opener here at the Canada Games Stadium. I'm Anthony Edmond, joined by Dave Monroe. We're in the media booth here, and beautiful night for a soccer match. And just over 15 minutes into play in the first half of the men's match. The girls, earlier this evening, 1-0 over the Tommies.
Yeah, it was
big victory for them.
It was a tight game. The Seawolves really buckled down on defense and shut the door in the second half. The Tommies were starting to really string some good passing together, but they couldn't really penetrate the Seawolves defense, and so good credit to them.
Men's team will look to do the same, but that's
a
big move by the Tommies,
Springer.
and that is a dangerous ball. Brett Springer with the ball. It's kept out.
Yeah, Springer, it doesn't take much for him to put the ball in the back of the net. This guy is dangerous.
That was good defensive play by Shadrach from the Seawolves.
They go to him. He's a go-to player, and everybody knows it. It's not a secret. But sometimes, the great players, you know what they're going to do. You still can't stop them. It's that's what makes them great players.
And that's going to be against the Tommies, number 21, Samuel.
Yeah, had a couple of words on the way back to the defense.
And to the line, Stephen Johnson for the Seawolves. And Tommies aren't going to let that stay down long. McKinnon moving it up.
Oh, that's a nice build-up.
They're going to look for
nice
Springer again. They're going to look for an opportunity. They don't find it, though. Dylan, Warnell, big hands.
Not much has changed from last year in terms of the Tommies. They attack fast. When they have an opportunity, they bring the ball down fast. There's not a lot of they very quick transition for the Tommies. And so defenses, you have to really work hard with a.
Here we go with an opportunity now for the Seawolves. That is Toby Obunla with the ball, passing it around. Okay. Kick off the side.
No, you know what? You can't go wrong putting a ball on the net. He tried. Well, it wasn't on the net, but he wanted to make the goalie make the save. It just went wide, but. Well, time is slowly winding down here. We're at the 16.5-minute mark. The first entertaining first half. Entertaining so far. No mistake about it. These two teams are among the better teams in the leagues. Obviously, the Tommies are the defending champions, and from what we can see here so far, there's no reason to believe that they're not going to be in contention again this year. They're going to be
fast-paced. That's Ryan McKinnon with a big kick. It just off the post. We're now down for it. The Seawolves now in possession of the ball, trying to get it out of there. They don't want the Tommies to have another opportunity.
Wow,
but it looks like Springer is in possession of the ball now. Opportunity shot. Warnell blocks the ball. And another big kick. That is.
Well, that was a flurry of action for the Tommies. Wow.
Outside and wide from the Tommies.
Springer and McKinnon. And who took that final shot, Tone? You got to
getting eyes on them now.
Beat on that one?
But fast-paced play, and McKinnon and Springer, two players that just really
And then
seem to connect on the field.
We can't get the number here. We can't see the number from here, but someone really unloaded on that last shot.
It was number 14, Chidabam Koligu. He's
As a result of his hard work, he will be treated to a complimentary meal from the staff at the Bears Dining Hall. Congratulations on a great week of play.
so here we go back in play now, and the Tommies really putting the pressure on. The one thing you can definitely see, something like that goes down where there's a couple of opportunities to score, pressure hits, and the team really starts to pick up.
The Tommies are, and again, the Seawolves are being bombarded by that quick attack of the Tommies. Like they are very quick on their attack.
Springer again with the ball, so fast, quick on his feet. Big shot outside
shot
wide. That was
from-
18.
That's
Looked
a
like
shot
18.
from-
Elias step out.
If you know, it would be
18. That's right. Yeah.
Elias step out.
He's been involved in a couple of big plays here tonight for the Tommies. This is going to be a corner kick. It must have gone off a defender. Step out
And
is
we're looking at a corner kick.
they're stiff. Oh, okay. That's a short corner. Short corner. Springer. No, they okay. Well, Tony, I think based on the start of this game, the Seawolves are going to be under serious pressure here tonight.
By the looks of things, and we are just over 20 minutes into the first half here at the Canada Games Stadium.
Wow, this is
A lot of pressure from the
Tommy's
Tommies now.
heat.
They found their groove.
they are really coming to play here tonight. But you know, and I'll only say it one more time, Tony. But when you're the defending champions, you play like it.
You play like a
You
champion.
play
yeah.
confident. You know, you know that you're as good or better than anybody in the league. Some core players are back, and you play confident when you're the champ.
Seawolves want to try for an opportunity, but Tommies will move that back up. McKinnon again. Wolves and Tommies really putting the pressure on each other out there. Mateo weaves and Pierre Ikoro Mabande at odds with each other. This is going to be a kick for the Seawolves down. That's Ryan McKinnon who went down for the Tommies.
As I mentioned earlier, Tony, the Tommies are ranked 6th in the country right now. So the Seawolves are playing, one of the top teams in the country, and of course they've earned that with their championship play. The Tommies. Oh, this is a dangerous ball. Good defending.
The Wolves are doing a good job with their defense.
Good defending. Aiden Walt on the back line. He's going to be pressured all game long. He better be up for it back there.
Another opportunity coming up for the Tommies here. That looks like
Oh, this is going to be
Chidabem.
a dangerous dangerous ball here. The Tommies are going to have a golden opportunity to get one here. That looked like a card. I think that was a card. Maybe not. Yeah, dangerous opportunity here, Tony. Now, who's that taking that? It's, I can't see their number from over here, but. Oh, that's
Big
a great
kick.
service into the box.
Good out from the Seawolves, though. Good play. Bring the ball back to half. And nice footwork as they try. That was Toby
Cassidy
Obonla.
with the toe pass, or the heel pass. That brought the crowd to its feet. Seawolves need to generate something to get the crowd into it, get them going. Well, we've played almost 25 minutes here. 24 minutes and counting. Yeah,
That'll be a call against the Seawolves.
Yep. Bandy came in hard there. Came in aggressive.
See what the Tommies and the Seawolves. A lot of pressure. You can tell that the Seawolves might be a little bit off as they're trying to just work their way back into a groove out on the field.
Seawolves coming up on the attack here now. But the Tommies seem to be
continuing to add pressure.
boy, they're looking to break open on the back line. Tommies put a lot of pressure on the ball. They're not giving the Seawolves any room to operate. Cassidy has his arms up.
Yeah, he's looking for something
a call there. Feels he got bumped out of the play.
Not going to get it.
No call on that play. Tommies continue
there
to
we
use
go,
the long
up to
ball.
Springer. And he comes head-to-head with Warnell, Springer and Warnell, and that looks like Dylan is down.
Warnell got the worst of that. I think he might have got the wind knocked out of him on that play. Yeah,
he's back up.
He's back up, but yeah, he's
St. Thomas yellow card to number 17, Brent Springer.
That's a yellow card for Springer.
okay.
See if this results in a momentum shift, and perhaps the Seawolves can pick up a little bit of steam coming into the second half of the first half of this match.
The Tommies are quick on the ball. They're
Quick on the ball and
stepping in front of the passes that the Seawolves are making, and
quick to keep it alive too. You watch McKinnon and Springer when they're out on the field, are eyes on the ball the entire time they're out there.
oh boy,
Could have been dangerous.
Griffith Cassidy, if he could have got a foot on that ball would have been in the net. That was a dangerous play.
Got 17 minutes left on the clock of this first 45 minutes.
Ewan made the right play to come out at, but I think he kind of fanned on the pass a little bit.
And another ball that could be dangerous for the Tommies. Seawolves keeping it alive. Toby with the ball. That'll be out off the Tommies. Shadrick Shaganya throwing that one in. The Wolves really looking for an opportunity to score now. They're keeping the ball and the pressure on the Tommies in their end.
Tommy's putting good pressure on the ball, not giving the Seawolves a lot of time. Seawolves trying to slow it down just a little bit, and someone got kicked there.
Number 25, that's Pierre Ikoto Mbonde on our team, the Seawolves.
Yeah, I think he got kicked on the play while he was coming in. The STU player was kicking the ball. I think it caught him. He'll take a little breather and get a hand up. And it looks like he's going to be okay. He's back on his feet. And back in play. Well, time has moved on in the first half. There's only 15 minutes left.
And already an intense game. But as you said earlier, Tommies, championship team coming in. They want to hold that. The Seawolves, hungry.
They want
to show their dominance.
Oh, what a shot. That I think that came at Ewan a little quicker than he was expecting. I mean, he made the save and he tipped it up over the bar, but I think it's a night game is a different game than a day game, and I think that ball came at him a little quicker than he was expecting.
Well, perhaps that's the type of play that the Seawolves need to start to adopt, is a little bit quicker, make it so that the Tommies aren't expecting the ball to come in and then capitalize on some scoring opportunities.
Right.
Corner kick for the Seawolves.
Okay, who do we have here? We've got
big kick opportunity.
Who kicked that? That was.
Ball stays alive in the Tommies' end.
Looks like Tosin kicked the corner kick.
Yeah, Tosin Abe was the corner kicker. And now we're going to have penalty kick.
This is a big opportunity for the Seawolves. So the Tommies are building their wall, but anything near the 18-yard box.
Bijan Hassani is taking the kick for the Seawolves.
Oh yeah, anything. He's just outside the 18. Looks like Griffin Cassidy's going to take it, and he could score on this play.
Big kick. Hits the top of the crossbar, but the Seawolves keep it alive in the Tommies' end. They're going to fight for that one. Another opportunity here.
Run onto it. Oh, if he could have brought that down.
It was Toby.
If he could have brought that down, it would have been a really great chance to score.
A couple of opportunities, though.
Well,
Seawolves are.
I mean, for a scorer like Cassidy, that is just like, he's just loves that opportunity, and he almost put it in. You know, off that free kick, he can bend the ball around the wall and
all right, see the Tommies now has a big kick from the Tommies keeper.
The one thing we do know is that hitting it off the crossbar doesn't get you a goal. That's
You're
the
not
one
wrong,
thing
Dave.
We do know. The score is
That's-
still 0-0.
That's a fact.
12 minutes left in the first half. It looks great, but
That's about all it
It
is.
doesn't count as a goal.
Seawolves putting some pressure on the Tommies, but Tommies get it out of their end. Now they're going to drive it up
Okay.
on the outside. And just, like, watch that speed. That was number 17. That was Brett Springer again. And just quick up on the outside.
That was good defending. Stefan Johnson, that was good defending. He timed that run perfect to go over and clear that ball out, because Springer, he was gone down that wing. Seawolves are doing a pretty good job of containing Springer so far. I mean, obviously he hasn't scored yet, but he certainly had a couple of chances. Yeah, I think he's going to get his chances no matter what. So you just have to hope that it doesn't do any damage.
Just about 35 minutes of game played in this match at the Canada Game Stadium here in St. John. Tommy's in possession of the ball. This could be a scoring opportunity. Seawolves with some good defense.
Yeah, it was a great ball into the box by the Tommies. Well, the Seawolves are proving that they can play with the best so far.
Tossed in by the Tommies. We've got Seawolves player
Down and back
down
up.
and back up. Ryan McKinnon now with a toss in for the Tommies. This now will be the Seawolves ball.
Quick pace game so far.
Stefan Johnson taking this kick. He's going to look to put it up the field, hoping that the Seawolves will be able to capitalize, but the Tommies are right there to answer.
See, the key is going to be next half. Can the Seawolves wingbacks continue to keep up the pace? Because they're getting a lot of pressure on them this half. Can they keep up the pace? Are they in good physical condition to make those runs all the time? Because it looks like they're taking it down that side every single time, with the exception of a couple of runs for McKinnon on this side, but I'd say they're taking it down the left side more often than not.
And the Seawolves, a scary situation here. Kicked out.
8 minutes.
Only
Approximately.
8 minutes roughly.
Yep.
Maybe a little bit of stoppage
Little
to
bit
kill
of-
here before the end of the first half. And if they can do that, get the break, halftime to go in and take a little bit of a breather, think about what they want to do when they're coming out into the second half.
Yeah, Seawolves have to be happy with no score so far.
Big hands from Dylan Warnell. He grabs onto that. Tossed out. The Seawolves now moving up the field. Here we go. The Seawolves.
Stefan Johnson, that's a good run up the middle. See, that this is going to tire the Seawolves backs out when they have to keep making those runs.
And keep
time
up with
after
Springer,
time,
keep up with McKinnon.
Time after time. It's going to be interesting to see if they can continue to do that all the way through the second half.
In the second half, yeah.
I mean, that's one of the great things about, soccer. It's a fitness sport. You have to be fit to play soccer. And the great teams, what they'll do is they'll exploit that one weakness that you have. They'll go after that gap, that one weakness, and they'll just keep exploiting it. No, that's offside. I'm not saying the Seawolves have that weakness. I'm just saying that if there is a weakness in a team, good teams will go after that.
Yep. Clock continues to tick down. Just over 5 minutes left, plus any stoppage in the first half of the Seawolves home opener here. St. Thomas Tommies men versus the Seawolves.
There's been some good action here.
It's been a fast-paced game,
Yeah.
very intense game, a lot of pressure, and here we go, the Tommies, but then a quick grab from the...
Aiden Walt. That's a great defensive play by Aiden Walt. He was the last man back there.
And just taken down by one of the Tommies.
I'd say Aiden Walt, I don't know if they have a substitute back or not, but he's been running a lot, pretty hard this half. Although he's got a halftime breather coming up. But that team.
Stefan Johnson after the ball up against Ryan McKinnon.
And Johnson is showing that a veteran player now. He's playing a really solid game tonight at the back. Well, you had to know if you were one of the fullbacks for the Seawolves, you're going to be running a lot tonight. I guess you gear up for that. You get ready to do it, right? Oh, that's a nice ball into the box.
That is going to be a tight, and that's a shot, and that is shot right on number 14. It's Chidabem Kolgu. That is a goal for the Tommies, and the score now 1-0 for the Tommies. With 3 minutes left, just over 3 minutes left in the first half.
St. Thomas goal scored by number 14, Chubadem Nkolo Agu.
In the 42nd minute of the game.
Well, I mean, the Tommies they've been threatening. They've been threatening many times this half. This is not what you would call a major surprise.
No, and it again goes to show just the level of play and the pressure that they've been able to put on the Seawolves throughout the game. Hopefully, as they go into halftime, the Seawolves will be able to go in, regain a little bit of that energy, and bring it back out to the field in the second half.
Maybe make some adjustments. But yeah, the Tommies they're reminding me of the women's Seawolves team in the first game. The Tommies have been pretty airtight on defense. They're not giving the Seawolves much to work with.
Seawolves are putting the pressure on, though. They're continuing to play a pretty defensive game and keeping the ball alive for themselves as well. with 2 minutes left plus stoppage in the first half of this game.
Look, they keep sending it past our fullbacks.
The Seawolves with a bit more pressure there. They are keeping up.
Looks like a Tommy's down hurt there after that play. Looks like he rolled his ankle pretty bad. Maybe got kicked in the ankle. Looks like he's getting up in time to walk it into the half. Yeah, looks like he got kicked. Kicked in the shin. I don't think anything hurts worse than getting kicked in the shin. That hurts. So many nerves in the leg, right?
You must have been a doctor in a past life, Dave.
He's still standing. He's still up there getting ready for the
Less than a minute left.
Nobody had the ball.
Less than a minute left plus stoppage here in this first half of play.
What is going on? Okay, this is a corner kick. Okay, so
got a corner kick coming. That's number 17.
All he was waiting for was the ball. Now it's a short corner. Springer's got it.
Now the Seawolves will bring it back up. Going to take a last few second opportunity.
That was close. If that ball had have got through, Griffith Cassidy would have been gone.
And we're into stoppage time here. Don't think there will be much. The pace of play has been pretty fast.
Yeah, not really any injuries to speak of. A couple players went down, but only for a second. Well, I think it's fair to say that the Tommies carried the play in this first half. They've got speed. You know, they move the ball around very well. But what impresses me most about the Tommies is the quickness of their attack. They really attack fast.
They keep the speed up, and I think that speaks to the level of play and also the seniority on their team, and just the pressure that they want to keep on the Seawolves because they know that they're a fighting team and they want to keep their chances alive. And
the Seawolves backs, the fullbacks had to work really hard this half. It's going to be interesting to see if they can, keep that defending up all the way through the second half.
We're certain to hear a whistle here
Still
shortly.
Close match, 1-0 for the Tommies. Referee.
I think that fell out of his hands there when he threw in, and that was a potential opportunity for the Seawolves. They kept it alive.
Seawolves are going to get a corner kick here. That's just what they need to end the half because he'll probably blow it down pretty soon after the corner kick.
So Tosin Abe is going out to grab the ball. Assume he'll take the kick.
This could be a game-changing kick for the Seawolves with so little left. If they were to score on this corner kick, that would really lift their spirits, and they would be going to the dressing room on a high.
Big kick.
Little too.
Some good heading it in, but hands on it from the
Luke Ewan, the goalie. And
Tommy's keeper.
He's probably going to blow it down to about 5 or 10 seconds, I would say. Maybe a little longer.
Seawolves are really, really pressuring. And that's a whistle to give us the half. It is 1-0 for the Tommies. And don't forget to follow us. It is the Seawolves on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at UNBSJ Seawolves, and subscribe to the UNB St. John Seawolves YouTube channel. A shout out to Chartwells at UNB St. John for sponsoring this week's Athletes of the Week Soccer, Juliana McCullum, and for the men's team, Pierre Ikoto. So, great match so far. 45 minutes of play.
Absolutely.
Obviously, the Tommies, as you've said, are showing that they are a team to beat and that they are a championship team. But the Seawolves
they're giving
proving
a good
themselves.
account of themselves, and they have to continue to play well in the second half. So
the score is 1-0. It is the Canada Games Stadium. UNB St. John taking on the St. Thomas Tommies. Back with second half action. It'll be Dave Monroe, accompanied by Avery MacArthur. Stick around for it. It is Sports Canada TV ACAA TV broadcast.
Well, we're back getting ready for the second half. Seawolves and Tommies here at the Canada Games Stadium, UNBSJ. The Tommies are leading 1-0. And with me is Avery MacArthur, making her broadcast debut this year, and she'll be on many more times this year for various sports. But Avery's a student here at UNBSJ. Nice to have you with us, Avery.
Awesome to be here.
Well, what did you see first half, Avery?
Well, we saw that the Tommies, they don't dilly-dally. They attack fast and go right for the ball and definitely have good defense as well. But the Seawolves, they've definitely been picking up the defense too, and I think they're doing a very good job.
Oh, that's almost a giveaway, but not quite. It was cleared by the Tommies. So the Seawolves, it's a little early to be talking about that, but the Seawolves at some point, they'll have to push the attack a little bit more, but still a little early to talk about that. For now, they just want to establish an attack where they're getting quality scoring chances, and the Tommies certainly had their share of scoring chances in the first half.
Definitely. They're showing that they're definitely the top 6 in the country, but the Seawolves are definitely trying to challenge that tonight.
Well, the Seawolves have a free kick right off the bat. That's a good ball into the box, but it's going to be cleared high and wide by the Tommies. Just to avert some pressure from early pressure. Give the defense a chance to get its shape back.
Number 15, Aham Sheck, has the throw in there.
And Tommies, once again, they're showing how quick they are on the ball. They just explode on the offense. Nope.
The Tommies have definitely showed how quick on their feet they are tonight, and the Seawolves are definitely trying hard to keep up with that, giving them a run for their money.
Oh, the far lines person has their flag up, and that was offside. Springer wasn't far from breaking through on that one. That was close. And I have to assume that the Seawolves, look to make adjustments at halftime.
Mm-hmm.
That Coach Ward would make some adjustments to try to free up that offense a little bit. And one thing I think the Seawolves could do a little bit more of, and that is get the ball out wide to the wings.
Right.
To spread that defense out. I don't see a lot of balls going wide to the wings.
Mm-hmm.
And the Tommies, I think, have been doing a pretty good job of that, getting that ball wide.
Definitely.
And that opens things up.
Spreading out the defense, opening some things up.
Spreading out the defense, absolutely. Well, we have to give a shout out to Lauren Coyle, who's in Ottawa. She's watching tonight, and one of our best soccer players ever, and one of our best hockey players ever. She was a two-sport star for the Seawolves, and so Lauren, I hope you're doing well, and nice to hear you watching the games tonight.
Seawolves down towards the Tommies net, but looks like the Tommies are taking that back right now. Another throw in by Aham.
Oh, nice.
Oh, that was a close one there.
Nice quick couple of moves there to get that shot off. It was a weak shot, but nonetheless he
got it over there.
He took it, and sometimes one shot leads to another as the team gets confidence.
Seawolves moving it back towards the Tommies net.
Yeah, it looks like he's the designated thrower for the Seawolves for at least for tonight.
Definitely.
On the throw-ins, there's a
long
dangerous
kick down there. Good shot for the Tommies, and it's in.
Well, you give Brett Springer one step, and he's going to put the ball in the net. And
Goal scored in the 51st minute. Scored by number 17, Brett Springer.
Brett Springer has been a focal point of the game tonight.
well, that gives him his leading his 5th goal of the season. Led the league in scoring last year. Well on his way to doing that again this year, and that's why. You know what he did there looks simple, but really all he did was he shielded himself. He stepped in front of the defender, so the defender either has to take him down, or he gets blocked out so that Springer has a shot, and that's what happened. Springer ended up with a clean, clear shot. Dylan World didn't stand a chance, on a breakaway like that. It was a subtle move, but Springer knows enough to attack the goal. And some players, when they get in that position, they stop and try to make another move around the defender when they don't have to do that. But that's why Springer's so good. When he gets the ball on his foot, he's attacking the goal. Two nothing Tommies. We're about 8 minutes into the second half. That's not the start the Seawolves wanted in the second half. They wanted to keep this game a one goal game and hope to get the equalizer themselves.
Right, especially because of the Tommies ranking right now. They definitely wanted to stay ahead in the beginning of the game.
That's right. You can't give the top teams the lead, and a 2-0 lead is going to be really tough for the Seawolves to overcome.
We'll see how that plays out. 36 minutes left in the game. Still a lot of time to go.
Yeah, there's plenty of time. That's the only, if there is a good thing, that's the only good thing, and that is there's a lot of time left in the game. But right now the Seawolves they're lacking the offense that they need to get back in this game. They're not really generating too many scoring chances here.
Doing well with defense.
He's going to let that run down. Dylan Whirl's going to pick that one up. Tommies have 5 at the back now. They're definitely slotting back in a little bit, at least on the free kicks from the keeper. Oh, Griffin Cassidy looking to do what Brett Springer did, but he was a little bit ahead of the play, and that's offside. I think the Seawolves still need to work on the cohesiveness on offense.
Mm-hmm.
Just that stringing together some passes. Haven't really seen that so far.
Tommies.
But sometimes that's a reflection of the team you're playing too. You know,
Right.
they don't let you do what you want to do. So maybe it's a combination of both. I'm not sure.
Tommies definitely have maintained going hard from the first half, bringing it into the second half. Some Seawolves out on the field have definitely been running quite a bit today, and I'm sure they're tired out, but the defense is standing.
Well, one good way to look at it, it's early in the season. It's a really good way to gauge where your team is relative to the top team. And St. Thomas, until someone beats them this year, they're the top team.
This is definitely a good experience for the Seawolves.
It's good experience, and what happened here? A yellow card to Dylan Whirl. Must have had some something verbal to say. But that's that's what you take from a game like this. If the Seawolves go on and don't make a comeback here, okay, here's what we have to work on. Here's where we stand relative to the best team.
Right.
Now, what do we have to work on here? What do we need to improve to get to that level? So in many ways, it's a good game to play early on. Who's down here? I can't see the number. Can't really see the number. Looks like the Seawolves are going to make some wholesale changes, or the guys are just up for a run. The guys on the bench, I think, are just out for a run to stay fresh. I would imagine at some point they'll come into this game.
Looks like number 8.
Looks like he got hit on the head.
Tosin Abe.
Yeah, it looks like I'd say he took a knock to the head on that one. That's what it looks like. He's back on his feet, but he's being examined by... It looks like he's being taken out of the game for precautionary reasons. Kathy Simon, the physiotherapist, maybe didn't like what she was seeing or hearing, so he looks like he's coming out of the game. And I'm not sure who went back in. No, I guess he's...
Oh, is he on?
He's still standing on the sidelines, so maybe he is coming back in.
St. Thomas substitution at halftime. Leading the game, number 18, Elias Stiefel. Entering the game, number 11, Josh Gould.
Yeah, here he comes back on. The play just had to start again, and he's back in.
on yellow card. Number 18, Dylan Warnell.
Down at the Seawolves end. Tommies definitely seem like they're trying to stay on the Seawolves half, kind of pushing them back.
Yeah, and Josh Oakes had a crack at that one. Ball went wide, and Dylan Worrell retrieved it. Ball back into play.
Good opportunity for the Tommies there. Another player down.
Yeah, I think
on
he
the
got the.
Tommies team.
That was a. He looks like he got maybe the wind knocked out of him on that one. It was a pretty tough collision, but he's right back up again. Yeah, he got a knock on the back for sure. Less than 30 minutes left in the game. And that's a set play for sure. That almost worked. Two players were attacking far post, and that almost worked. That it was just a little too close to the. I think he wanted to send that across a little bit more diagonally. But as for sure a set piece. So the Tommies continue to chip away at the time here. Seawolves really not getting any kind of chances at all.
Still
on the Tommies
2-0
goal. The
for
Tommies
the
have really
Tommies.
tightened up the defense big time.
Pushing it back towards the Seawolves end.
That was an excellent play on defense for the Tommies. Just trying to find a number here. I think it was number 2 that just corralled that. Nicholas Landry. He's been playing solid the whole game. Instead of kicking it out, he maintained control and
Correction to the substitution from St. Thomas. Leaving the game at halftime, number 15, Ryan McKinnon. Entering the game, number 11, Josh Gould. Leaving the game, number 7, Mateo Neves. Entering the game, number 20, Idem Rahim Khani.
Tommies with the ball.
Tommies, they're trying to establish the possession game now, keep the ball away from the Seawolves, keep it as long as they can. 2-0 lead, run down the clock.
26 minutes left of the game.
Tommies came into the game at 2 wins, no losses, and 1 tie. Seawolves came in with 2 wins and 1 loss. Tommies will play a conservative game from here on out, I think. Unless they get a really good chance to go on attack like this.
Wanting to maintain their score for sure.
Short corner. I thought he was going to send that into the box, but he didn't. Oh, here's Springer again. You can just see the wheels turning when he gets the ball. He knew exactly what he wanted to do with that. Tried to chip him, tried to chip the ball over Whirl, but just got a little too much on it. No panic.
I believe that corner kick was by Toby Obanla.
Whirl with a good kick up to the middle. Seawolves trying to get something, anything going here. Just anything to get their attack going. It might take a good individual effort. And the Tommies have really tightened up on defense here. Seawolves are having a hard time getting anything going here. A lot of starts and stops. Exactly what the Tommies want. Just break it up and so the Seawolves can't get any momentum going.
Visit ACAA.ca for the most up-to-date Seawolves schedules, results, and statistics.
Throw in from the Seawolves. Fighting for the ball.
Looks like it's going to be Tommy's ball here. Free kick for the Tommies. Not in too much of a hurry to get the ball down and ready for play here, but 22 minutes left. Seawolves still have plenty of time to come back if they can get their offense going. That's a nice ball down the wing to
Number 2, Nicholas Landry for the Tommies took that kick.
well, the Tommies. Their defense is tight, but they're not sitting back. When they have a chance to attack, they're attacking hard. They're not resting on their 2-goal lead. But so far this half, the Seawolves, I don't think they've had a shot. They may have had one shot, but nothing that would be considered a scoring chance.
The Tommies aren't giving them many chances to get something close to their net at all. 20 minutes left in the game. Still 2-0 for the Tommies.
That's the Tommies they're exerting a lot of pressure on the ball. The Seawolves don't have a lot of time to move. They don't have a lot of time to pass. And the Tommies they're creating a lot of turnovers because of that.
Throwing from the Tommies. The ball is out once again, going to the Seawolves. The Seawolves just attempting to push back down to the Tommies' net for anything, but the Tommies keep pushing them back.
No, they're running into a wall now, and it's a brick wall. The Tommies they've shut the door. 19 minutes left. Seawolves at this point in the half not giving any indication that they're going to challenge in this game. They need to get the Seawolves need to get some energy. I don't see the same energy that I saw in the first half. I don't know about you, but
I definitely think that they are feeling defeated at this point.
yeah, I don't see the same energy. They need to get that. They need to get somebody on the field that's going to energize this team and get them going for the last 19 minutes. In soccer, it's
substitution. Leaving the game number 23, John Lucero Romero. Entering the game number 6, Jonah Nice.
Jonah Nice is coming into the game for the Seawolves.
Maybe he will bring that new energy that we need.
Well, with the score 2-0 and 17, 18 minutes left, I think you'll see some more Seawolves come into the game just for game experience. You know, that's how you build your team. Yeah, everyone has to get some game experience. It's not enough just to practice every game or every practice. You got to see some game action to really improve your game.
Well, against this team, 6th in the country, it's definitely a very good experience for everyone to
yeah, and I
to
think
have
you're going
their
to see the
turn
same
today.
thing. Oh, this is a dangerous play here.
Oh, goes over the
He had
net.
his chance. I thought he was going to go low to the corner, but I think he tried to do what Springer tried to do last time and chip the keeper.
Right.
Chip it up over him, and it just didn't work this time. But Cassidy's a dangerous player, a dangerous striker for the Seawolves, and if he can get his game going, and he's a goal scorer.
Tommies really just aren't letting up. They're really closing in on the ball.
They're exerting a lot of pressure on the ball. They're relentless. Mm-hmm. I think that's the best word for the Tommies, relentless. And that, you know, they've been to the Nationals. Here's the thing about going to the Nationals, and that is, you know what you have to do better too. They were the best team in the Atlantic region last year. They go to the Nationals and they see a whole different level, and so they're trying to get to that level. So, you know, they're working on their game just like everybody else is working on theirs, and the Tommies saw what it took at the national level to be successful. And one of the things that it takes is that relentless pressure on the ball the entire game.
Right.
Not letting up, not having a let up or a lull. And they've done it this entire game. They
They've
have
definitely
been,
showed it with
they've been-
2 points.
they've been on the ball. They've 2 goals. Yeah, first to the ball. They've been first to the ball
Definitely.
just about the whole game. So the Seawolves have, they can learn some things from this game and take it into the next game and the game after that. And
Looks like 15 minutes left in the game. Throw in again by the Seawolves. Oh,
but
maybe
the
not.
Tommies, they just have not let the Seawolves get any kind of an attack going.
You can just see them closing in on the ball immediately.
Yeah. And that's good. That's a good team. That's good coaching. That's a good team.
Very
Beautiful
fast-paced
play
game
by
so
Springer.
far. Oh,
And he's kind of upset at himself for that one. He thought, he knew he had a good chance to score there. And I'm just looking at a number. I think it's 20. Yeah, Rain Tommy. He knew he had a good chance to score there, and he would have liked to have put that on the net anyway to at least make Dylan Whirl make a save. But it was a nice feed from Springer. Again, we talked about sending that ball out wide a little bit. I mean, that was not all the way out, but it was down the wing.
right.
He ran onto it.
Spreading out the defense.
He had a chance to score there. So the Tommies are doing it all right here tonight. They're making it look easy here. Seawolves are, I think, a little bit down at this time. 2-0. Still lots of time. If the Seawolves could get one goal, that would turn it into a 2-1 game and give them that life, that energy that they need.
If the Seawolves can get up there, this would be a chance.
Well, the one thing we haven't talked about, and that is the Tommies have a fast team. They are fast.
They've definitely been showing it.
They are first to the ball. And when you have Brett Springer up front scoring as many goals as he scored last year and this year so far, he's on another big pace this year. You've got the offense, and you can win a game every game. Well, the game's slowed to a crawl here. Exactly the way the Tommies want to play it to finish it out.
Trying to maintain their score here.
Yeah, Seawolves haven't even come close to scoring here in the second half, and the Tommies are just playing great defense. They're building a 6, 7, 8-man wall every time the Seawolves come down.
Seawolves
Well, let's see what can
starting off
happen
with the
here.
ball.
That's a nice ball into the box. But again,
Oh,
well defended by the Tommies. Well defended by the Tommies. They get the ball out of danger fast. They do everything fast, and that's they're gonna be hard to beat this year. Well, we're coming up on the 10-minute mark. 10 minutes left. One thing the Seawolves should try to do now in the last 10 minutes is they really need to get their energy up and build for the next game now, okay?
yes, for sure.
Unless there's a major collapse by St. Thomas, which is not likely to happen. St. Thomas should win this game now with a 2-0
Seawolves
lead
are
and
just
10
being
minutes left.
pushed up against that sideline.
But the Seawolves, have some big games coming up, and they need to build on it and get going, so that when they go into the next game, they're confident that they're playing their best. And so, the last 10 minutes they're important just to get that building going. But the Tommies are playing a game of keep away now. Lots of possession, out wide, using the whole field, out wide. Yep. Textbook possession game.
As we saw in the beginning of the game, the Tommies, they didn't take long to get right into their
No, they didn't. They didn't.
attacking, and
They
they've
were attacking
maintained
hard
that.
early. That's
They've
right.
maintained that coming into the second half.
Well, they're reaping the benefits of their early play. That quick, persistent attack in the first half. I think they're really reaping the benefits of that this half.
It does pay off once they get a little more tired out towards the end of the game.
Oh, definitely.
Tommy's ball once again.
Yeah, it looks like he's going to get a yellow card for that. Chittabum.
Number 14 on the Seawolves team with a yellow card. Oh,
No, on
for
the
Tommies.
Yeah.
My fault. Number 14, Chittabum Nekolaga.
Yeah. Yellow card, he hauled the guy down.
St. Thomas yellow card to number 14, Chibadam Nikolawaga.
And somebody's coming in. Who's running in? Number 19. Number 19 for the Seawolves is into the game.
St. John substitution, leaving the game number 11, Bejan Hosseini. Entering the game number 19, Abdelrahman El Shazli.
Tommy's rushing for that ball.
Yeah, they're mopping this game up now with 6 minutes left.
Even though they do have a good lead, they're sure not acting like it. They're still going straight for the ball every time.
Well, that's been one thing that I really like as a coach. I like the fact that the Tommies, they had strong defense, but when
They don't slow
they had a
down.
chance to go on offense, they went on offense. And I really like that. I like that philosophy. It's a great philosophy. Because sometimes when you sit back, you know, if you get scored on, you've lost your momentum and you can't get it back. And but the Tommies are.
Looks like only about 5 minutes left in this game. The score has remained the same, 2-0 for the Tommies.
Well, one thing's been established in this game tonight, and that is it's clear that the Tommies are the team to beat, or one of the teams to beat. Obviously, we haven't seen all of the other teams, and I know Holland College is off to a 2-0-1 start as well, so I'm sure they're a really strong team. But certainly the Tommies are going to be right in the mix for another title. Seawolves have a little work to do. They have to go back to practice and get some things going on offense. And
Tommies are maintaining the ball.
that's been the only time this game. There's been a couple of times maybe a little miscommunication between the fullbacks and the keeper for the Tommies, but really that's been the only thing that anybody could say about the Tommies game tonight.
They play very well together as a team. They work really well together.
They do. They do. It's been a good performance for the Tommies tonight. Seawolves faced a lot of pressure throughout the game. Had their moments, had their chances, had a couple of chances that maybe could have changed the game if they had scored.
Only 2 minutes and 30 seconds left here now.
But so far, the Seawolves have been blanked in this one. So far. A little bit of sportsmanship over there as the Seawolves are. Looks like he has a cramp, and one of the Seawolves tried to help him get rid of that cramp, so that's good to see. He's back up, ready to go. The clock's winding down. Minute 44 on the stadium clock. Of course, the referee keeps the real time. The official time, I should say. Tommy's working just as hard as if it was the middle of the game. They're not giving the Seawolves anything. And I would imagine at this point in the game they want to preserve the shutout for their keeper.
Tommies are maintaining the 4 players they have there at the back, just in case anything gets through.
Yeah, that's right. They don't have to score any goals now. They just have to keep them out. Oh, what a beautiful play there. Tommies are looking for one last effort. Seawolves are pushing up. This game probably has a minute, 2 minutes, 3 minutes at the most, probably.
Tommies again doing a great job keeping the ball away from their net, pushing it back towards the Seawolves side.
I mean, that's just good defending. You know, he ran all the way across the field with Obana and took the ball from him. I think the referee's getting closer and closer to blowing this down. He's looking at his watch. Tommy's played a textbook game tonight. A pretty flawless game of soccer tonight from the Tommies.
Very exciting to watch.
Well, they attacked. You know, they attacked when they needed to attack. They defended when they needed to defend. And they just did it all right tonight. Everything was working for them tonight.
And
Seawolves with one last chance here to really do something special in this game. And that's not going to do it. It was a little bit too low. And the Tommies.
And that's the match. The final score 2-0 for the St. Thomas University Tommies.
You know, I really don't think that the Seawolves should be discouraged by this loss at all, just because I think it was a very good learning experience, and I think they can go back, take this to practice with them, and really improve.
I agree with that. I think the Seawolves have to, yes, they lost 2-0, but I think they have to look at it not as a positive in the sense that they lost, but in as a they played possibly the best team in the league, and now they know where they have to get to and what they have to do to improve to beat them and play against them.
Exactly.
So we've got 2-0 win for the Tommies. Tommies are now 3 wins, no losses, and 1 tie. The Seawolves are now 2 wins and 2 losses on the season, and we look forward to seeing you again on the weekend when the Seawolves host again, and so look for us on YouTube, the ACAA YouTube Seawolves YouTube channel, and we'll see you again on the weekend.